Thousands of people are expected to turn out for Donald Trump's campaign stop today in the Bronx. The state of New York hasn't gone Republican since Ronald Reagan, and the district he's visiting hasn't voted for a Republican president in 100 years. Joe Borelli is a New York City councilman, has been helping the campaign organize this event, and he joins us now. Joe, good morning to you. You know, that whole 100-year thing is why Republicans don't campaign in New York City, because they feel like it's a waste of time. But today, Donald Trump is. Why?
Well, look, Carly, we, the Republican Party, just won our first elective office in that borough in about 30 years, so there is improvement. And you have to question why there wouldn't be more. Whenever I speak to my colleagues from the Bronx, they're always telling me that the Bronx is defunded, disenfranchised, neglected. Well, I got news for them. Who has been in charge of the Bronx for the better part of a generation? It's been Democrats at every level, at local, state, and federal government. So you shouldn't be surprised when people come out tonight in great numbers to hear someone who's not, singing from the same choir book. Donald Trump is going to go out there and really confront the public with why they're being faced with so many economic problems from Joe Biden. We know that the working class, the lower middle class, they're who gets affected by any economic downturn more than anyone else. So when New Yorkers are facing $3,000 more on energy bills, $3,000 more on food bills, thousands of dollars more on housing, there's no one to blame but Joe Biden and the Democrats. I think that's what you're going to hear Donald Trump make his main message tonight. And again, don't be surprised when thousands and thousands of Bronx residents show up and excited for a change.
Yeah, going back to the phrase, it's the economy, stupid. So there has been so much reaction to this campaign event, even from New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who says that campaigning in this part of the city makes sense for Donald Trump because he says there's a concentration of Latino ministers who are pro-life in the Bronx, and they are mobilized and energized. I was reading about another Republican strategist who said Donald Trump might not win the state, but he can win the news cycle by going to this event later today. And then you start to think about what happened during the midterm elections with Lee Zeldin being within 5 points of Kathy Hochul, and you start to think, okay, maybe you can see why all of this is happening right now. Joe Biden is beating Donald Trump in polling, but by single digits, 9 points. So what factors have changed on the ground, Joe, in New York to turn New York, it's still a blue state, but I guess you could call it light blue now?
Yeah, look, Carly, he lost the state by 23 points in 2020, and that poll you just referenced, like you said, has him down by just 9. In that poll, he's winning the suburbs. He's winning younger voters. He's getting 20% or more of blacks. He's getting more than 30% of Latino voters. So there is something in the water here in New York that is causing people to finally wake up and realize it. It's, on one hand, it's the economy, and I mentioned that, how much more it costs to live in the Bronx this year than it did in 2019. And on top of that, it's the results of 5 years of a crime problem that's also the direct result of Democrats. You mentioned Andrew Cuomo. He's sort of the prime culprit, but it's broadly the Democratic Party nationally and locally who have given us these woke district attorneys, given us things like bail reform, things that you and I have talked about on this program time and time again. They are all the result of Democratic lawmakers, many of whom are from the Bronx, and whose constituents are sick of hearing the same garbage over and over again.
It's a great point, and we've spoken to a lot of Republicans who live in inner cities who are frustrated and saying Republicans never come around because they feel like it's a waste of time. Maybe if they start, they will get more support, and Donald Trump is doing just that today. Also want to ask you about this story that's been in the news for some time because of the shocking video of P. Diddy, and now New York City Council members, including yourself, are urging Eric Adams to revoke P. Diddy's keys to the city. What do you think about this?
Yeah, if you've been following the city council, we tear down Thomas Jefferson statues for 200-year-old policy decisions. Christopher Columbus because he got a communicable disease. We tore down a Teddy Roosevelt statue. I don't even know why we tore down a Teddy Roosevelt statue. So someone who was on video beating a woman, less than a decade ago, really in a heinous and violent way, it just seems like at the very least it's par for the course to not give him this honor.
Yeah, and to that, Joe, I say makes a whole lot of sense. Joe Borelli, thank you so much for joining us ahead of the big Trump event later today. Have a great day.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.